Welcome back to XR Diecast Racing for Group 2 of the Tournament of the Undead. All 4 teams are back for some more rally racing action after being summoned by Gerald the Undead Clocksmith last week.
Strange events. Hardcore Poetic Racing will take on Essex Boys Racing today in the first half. In the second half, we have Puffs Racing versus Raptors Racing.
Puff is top of the scoreboard, but that could all change today.
Yes, we've got some cars coming out of the pit. Let's take another quick look at the vehicles. Hardcore Poetic Racing have a Baja Bison in the rally race. This rat adapted no matter what for the obstacle race and a rapid transit bus in the pit.
Essex Boys have this bronze fast feeling in the rally race. Fast indeed, but it lost to Puff last week. This Ford F-150 absolutely tore up the obstacle race last week, coming first in both laps against Puff. And in the pit, they have this 83 Chevy Silverado.
Here we go, Rally Race 1. Essex Boys in the gold and black, Fast Feline versus Hardcore Poetic Racing in a Baja Bison. The Bison has been a popular choice on our tracks, but they do seem to struggle with the chicane on this one. Essex Boys have flown through these sections yet again. Really nice handling. Clean jump, but he almost lost control, crashing into the side there, but appears to have made a recovery. Hardcore Poetic Racing are quite far behind now.
Well, they have closed the gap a bit on the open dirt track. Once you release the Bison into the wild, they move fast.
True. Not sure if that was a drift from Essex Boys over the finish line or skidding out of control, but they made first place nevertheless, scoring 7 points.
Doesn't matter how you cross that finish line as long as you cross it. And lap 2 is underway with the Bison pushing ahead slightly on the straight. And it really picks up the speed, descending the mountain here, but unfortunately struggles again on the turn and through the chicane.
We're certainly going to get a good understanding of which vehicles are better suited to this track
What
over
happened
time.
there, Essex Boys? They completely lost control and have slowed right down now. Could Hardcore Poetic build enough speed to overtake?
This could be close.
It's another lap win and another 7 points for Essex Boys Racing. Essex Boys could be on the path to a place in the final if they do well in the obstacle race now.
It's time for the obstacle race. Oh, yeah.
Hardcore Poetic Racing performed well in this orange and black no matter what last week, but is it any match for Essex Boys Ford F-150, which tore up the obstacle race?
I think Essex Boys have built another winner here. It handles the turns and chicane beautifully. That's gonna be a hard one for teams to...
You spoke too soon, Joe. Essex Boys spun out doing a complete 180 and are now reversing around the track, but holding their position.
Hardcore Poetic have had no problems getting the obstacles out of the way, but the speed of the Nomada just doesn't compare to the Ford F-150. Unbelievable motor.
Wow! Essex Boys are smashing at this tournament. Will they be the first team to win all races in a group event? Let's find out in lap 2.
Thanks, Ruby. I'm even more excited for the second half with Puff versus Raptors now. Essex Boys are blasting ahead now in the F-150, with the no matter what from Hardcore Poetic getting left behind. And we are dribbling hay bales again.
I'd love to see someone build an F-150 with a surfboard attachment that Hardcore Poetic have put on there no matter what.
Damn, that would be cool. Essex Boys are flying around the last 180 with a bin and cone in tow.
Yet another win for Essex Boys. And we can just see Hardcore Poetic drifted out of that corner after swerving to avoid the obstacles.
Awesome racing. Well done, guys. Essex Boys 54 points and Hardcore Poetic 44. Let's see the next 2 teams.
Let's go.
Puff's Racing take on Raptors Racing next. Let's get a refresh on the vehicles. Puff has a blue Datsun Bluebird in the rally race.
In the obstacle race, JJ Smooth is driving a white Datsun 620 pickup truck.
Will a baby Richie in his Porsche Safari be coming out of the pit today for the rally race?
Rory and his green Ford GT40 killed it last week in the rally race for Raptors. Can he do it again today?
Big T in this Dolphin knows La Troca had 2 DNFs last week, so we can probably assume Terry's Baja Bison will be coming out of the pit for the obstacle race.
Baby Richie has pulled out of the pit in his Porsche Safari for Puffs Racing in the rally race, and Raptors are back in the green Ford GT40.
Both cars coming into the first turn at the same speed.
We're approaching the chicane now. Raptors have pulled ahead into first place, but can they hold it?
Cheeky little drift from the GT40 there.
Puff is hot on Raptors' bumper, closing the gap a little, but the GT40 is handling these turns better. That's first place for Raptors.
That was close and more like the head-to-head action spectators want to see. Well done, Raptors. Let's go lap 2.
Hey, Joe. Knock, knock.
Christ. Who's there?
Nobody, you moron. They have both left the start gate.
Very unprofessional, Tom. Very unprofessional.
Raptors are slightly ahead, but building their lead through the chicane.
No.
Another clean jump.
Raptors are miles ahead now. Baby Richie really needs to step on it.
Maybe he can't reach the pedal, Joe. Think about that for a second.
Raptors are approaching the finish.
Oh, damn, son. What the heck happened there?
Hope the car is all right. Not sure what happened with the Porsche, but it slowed right down on that 180.
Raptors have almost closed the points gap with Puff, but the obstacle race could change everything. Let's see that action replay.
Beautiful recovery. One more time.
Damn, that was hot. Again.
I don't think so. Let's see the last couple of obstacle races, folks.
Puff's white Datsun pickup takes on Raptors in their Baja Bison fresh out of the pits.
Speedy start from both vehicles, but the other Bison in the tournament struggled through this section.
Puff's Racing are certainly taking advantage of that, taking the lead, while Raptors get stuck behind a couple of hay bales.
I can just see they have both cleared the jump, though. But Raptors have some serious ground to make up.
Yeah, it is not looking good for Raptors Racing, who have unfortunately struggled with the obstacle races so far in this tournament.
The Bison has done way better than their La Troca from last week, though.
Sure has. Puff's Racing looks set to finish Group 2 in second place if they score more than 2 points in the final race. Let's check out the replay for this one first.
We've had a few vehicles, including this Bison, coming in faster on the straight section, but with this being a rally track, the handling is just as important as speed. Vehicle handling through all these turns and the chicane will make or break it for teams.
What's your take on the obstacles, Tom?
Oh, I love them. We are in talks with producers about not doing obstacles before the chicane, though, as this track section is difficult enough without them.
I think that's sensible. It's the final race. Give it all you've got, fellas.
Raptors Bison certainly putting the pedal to the metal, which is a smart move getting ahead before the chicane slows him down.
Raptors actually handled the chicane better than last time, but the vehicle is lacking a means of getting those obstacles out the way.
Yeah, it looks like we might actually have a DNF from Raptors there. Puff's Datsun is absolutely flying around these last couple of turns.
Yes, it is a DNF indeed. I definitely want to see the replay on this one, as it seems the obstacles were the primary cause.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ruby. If you watch carefully, the Bison actually holds the lead until halfway round the chicane, where the hay bales slow it right down. I'd like to see a re-race with the obstacles moved to put it to the test.
Let's make it happen. We can put out a couple of short, standalone race vids. There we have it. Well done, Essex boys, who are currently top of the scoreboard with 54 points. Puffs Racing are not far behind with 50. Hardcore Poetic and Raptors Racing will have to really do something impressive next week if they are to secure a place in the final.
They sure will. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe if you have not already, and drop us a comment. See you next time.